Hello students, this is Chandrasekhar, social science teacher, BGS Public School, Shitlagatta. Dear students, in this session we have to discuss about another one very important chapter, ninth standard geography chapter 1, that is our state Karnataka. So that is our state Karnataka. Dear students, throughout the Indian country 28 states are there. Throughout the Indian country 28 states are there, and each and every one state of our Indian country, each and every one state of our Indian country is their own importance, is there the state's own importance. So here the Karnataka also is their own importance. Throughout the Karnataka, flowing of most of the rivers. Karnataka consists of most of the historical places, most of the pilgrimage places. Karnataka consists of so many hill stations, and Karnataka consists of most of the tourist places, most of the tourist places. So like Karnataka is their own importance. So in this chapter we have to understand in detail information about Karnataka state. Karnataka state. So in this chapter we can learn some of the important following aspects. Which are that following aspects we can understand in this lesson? The greatness of our state, the greatness of Karnataka state, the quality of being great, why Karnataka state is great, why Karnataka state is great, and its heritage, and its heritage mainly. Got it? You should be keep in our mind. A special heritage is nothing but special. got it? ವಂಶ ಪಾರಂಪರ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಸ್ಟೇಟಿಗೆ ಅದರದೇ ಆದಂಥ ಘನತೆ ಗೌರವ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಗ್ರೇಟ್ನೆಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅವರ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಹೆರಿಟೇಜ್. Then the origin of the name Karnataka and the form of the state. Got it? So now the state name is Karnataka. Before Karnataka, Karnataka was called as Vishala Mysuru state. So before that, Karunadu, Karunad. So that is the origin of the name of the Karnataka. So behind there is a backdrop is there that we can understand properly in this lesson. And the form of the state, when Karnataka state was formed. Got it? In the year of 1956, November 1st, Vishala Mysuru state being came into existence. Vishala Mysuru state. But in the year of 1973, November 1st, our Karnataka Chief Minister D. Devaraj Aras, Vishala Mysuru state renamed as Karnataka. So that we can understand in this lesson the origin of the name Karnataka and the form of the state. Then the geographical location. Geographical location. Once we look at the throughout the Karnataka state means the geographical features are two different. It consists of rivers, hill stations, some of the important mountains, rivers. So that then size mainly north to south and west to east. And what about total size of our Karnataka state? Then land and water frontiers. Border is there, land borders are there, water borders are there, and surrounding by some of the important states of our Karnataka. So that we should consider for the neighboring states. So India surrounding by neighboring countries like Afghanistan, Pakistan, China, Nepal, Bhutan, Myanmar, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka. So like here also surrounding some of the important neighboring states, Kerala, Goa, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Maharashtra. So some of the important neighboring states are there. So that also we can understand in this lesson. So dear students, back story of Karnataka. Back story of Karnataka. See here, our state Karnataka, the land of Kannadigas. So we are all the Kannadigas. The name only is there, Karnataka, the land of Kannadigas. The official language of our Karnataka state, Kannada. The official language of our Karnataka state, Kannada. So that is our state Karnataka, the land of Kannadigas. Got it? Karnataka was ruled by only Kannadigas. Only Kannadigas like. It is one of the Indian states which has its own greatness, prestige, and heritage. So, I already told one of the Indian state. It means apart from Karnataka, remaining 27 states are there throughout the Indian country. 27 states are there apart from Karnataka, including Karnataka. There are at present 28 states are there. At present 28 states are there. So our Karnataka state has its own greatness. Our Karnataka is too great compared to the all states. The quality of being great, ನಮ್ಮ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕಕ್ಕೆ ಅದರದೇ ಆದಂಥ ಹಿರಿಮೆ, ಗೌರವ, ಘನತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಗ್ರೇಟ್ನೆಸ್. ದೆನ್ ಪ್ರೆಸ್ಟೇಜ್, ಡಿಗ್ನಿಟಿ, ಗೌರವವನ್ನು ಸಹ ನಮ್ಮ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಉಳಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹೆರಿಟೇಜ್, ಎ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ವಂಶ ಪಾರಂಪರ್ಯವಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ಘನತೆ, ಗೌರವ, ಹಿರಿಮೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಾವು ನೋಡಬಹುದು. So that is it is one of the Indian states which has its own greatness, prestige and heritage. This land has been ideal situation. This land has been ideal situation. So look at, and is blessed with what we can see throughout the Karnataka state, some of the important relief features. Some of the important relief features, different and variety types of the characteristics we can see throughout the Karnataka state. See that waterfall is there, got it, and most of them are wearing for different variety types of the dresses is there, and there is some of the important animals, and there is a temple. So that we should consider mainly relief features like flora and fauna. Different and variety types of the characters are there. Flora and fauna. Flora means plants. We can see throughout the Karnataka state most of the plants and most of the trees. Most of the plants and most of the trees. So that is the flora. Then what is the meaning of fauna? Fauna means animals. Fauna means animals. We can see different and variety types of the animals throughout the Karnataka state. So that is diverse relief features. The relief features are not same throughout the Karnataka. The features are too different. The features are too different, like flora and fauna. So like, then different types of soil. Different types of soil we can see throughout the Karnataka state. Black soil, red soil, coastal soil, alluvial soil. So like we can see the different types of soils. The soils are not same. The soil is too different from one direction to another direction. Then river systems. So there is a west flowing rivers are there and east flowing rivers also is there. Most of the rivers are there throughout the Karnataka state. Example, Kaveri river is there, Krishna river is there. Got it? Like most of the rivers are there throughout the Karnataka. So that is river system. Then minerals. So like copper, gold, zinc, uranium, bauxite, manganese. So such a kind of minerals also available throughout the Karnataka state. And human resources. Most of the people from Karnataka become most famous. For example, do you know like that? Kempe Gowda, the person belongs to Karnataka. Sangolli Rayanna, got it? Kitturu Rani Channamma, Bellavadi Mallamma, got it? And Balagangadharnatha Mahaswamiji. So like the human resources also most famous. Kuvempu, Shivaram Karanta. Such a great persons consist of our Karnataka state. I hope you understood, dear students. So like here see, this land has been ideal situation. Ideal means the climate is perfect. The climate is perfect and blessed with different and variety types of the features like flora and fauna, different types of soil, river system, mineral and human resources. And it is a prosperous land. It is a prosperous land. It means the land too rich. Prosperous means the rich land with own literature. Most of the poets are there. Literature, most of the literary works being came into existence, especially in Karnataka. Especially in Karnataka, Pampa, Ranna, Ponna, Janna. Like such a greatest persons are there. They implemented literature. Then art, got it? They constructing most of the culture. Culture is too different. Art is too different. Different and variety types of the temples are there. And had religious, so many religions also is there. Hinduism, Sikhism, Jainism, Buddhism, Islam, Christianity. So like different religions, spiritual and historically famous pilgrimage centers. Most of the pilgrimage centers. What most of the devotee centers is there. Dharmasthala also is there. Kuke Subramanya also is there. Ghati. So such a important great pilgrimage centers also is there throughout the Karnataka. So dear students, Karnataka is a prosperous land with its own literature, art, culture, religious, spiritual and historically famous pilgrimage centers. So these are all the reasons purpose. Really, Karnataka is great. Karnataka is great. We have to say proudly. We have to say proudly. So many places in Karnataka are famous for their World Heritage Site. Got it? Few places of our Karnataka not only famous limited to only Karnataka and not only limited for India, even most of the Karnataka places world famous. Most of the places world famous. So that is the World Heritage Site. Do you know like Hampi? That is a world famous. Hampi, world famous. Aihole, that is a world famous, one of the important temple. Got it? Do you know like that? And Western Ghats, that is also we should consider for the Sahyadri ranges. Western Ghats are Sahyadri ranges. So this is world famous. So that is World Heritage Sites. Got it? Aihole, Hampi, and in the same way Western Ghats. These are the world famous. Its natural beauty and abundance of wildlife. The natural beauty, looking so much of beautiness. Got it? And here also available for wildlife. The animals are too different from throughout the Karnataka state. Like our Karnataka has their own greatness, own richness, own prestige, own heritage. So the name of Karnataka has been in use form of ancient time. So ancient time using the name of Karnataka. So this land used to be called as, got it? In ancient time, there has been called as Karunadu. What is the meaning of Karunadu? Means Kar plus Nadu. Kar plus Nadu, Karunadu. Kar plus Nadu, Karunadu. What is the meaning of Karunadu? Means a land of black soil. A land of black soil. Throughout the Karnataka, red soil is there, black soil is there, alluvial soil is there, coastal soil is there. But among to these all the soils, most of the area covered by black soil. So that is Karunadu means the land of black soil. So this is a one mark question or MCQ question. What is the meaning of Karunadu? What is the meaning of Karunadu? Karunadu means the land of black soil. So in ancient time, Karnataka has been called as Karunadu. Karunadu means the land of black soil. And the word Karunat, so after the Karunadu, in ancient time also has been called as Karunat. 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 Then what is the meaning of Karunat? Got it? And which book mentioned especially the name of Karunat? So the Karunat refers to Karnataka in the ancient Tamil work. So this is a Tamil literary work, Shilappadikaram. In Tamil literary work, Shilappadikaram, there is a in detail information about Karunat, which Tamil literary work, got it, consists in detail information about Karunat means Shilappadikaram. This literary book providing in detail information about Karunat. Then what is the meaning of Karunat? The land which is on a elevated plateau. Got it? Elevated means stable land. ಎತ್ತರಕ್ಕಿರುವಂಥ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರದೇಶ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. Karunat means elevated table land. Karunat means the land which is on a elevated plateau. ಟೇಬಲ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್, ಎತ್ತರಕ್ಕೆ ಇರುವಂಥ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರದೇಶ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಕರುನಾಡ್. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಅವೈಲಬಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಲಿಟರರಿ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಫ್ ಶಿಲಪ್ಪಾಧಿಕಾರಂ. This is available for in Tamil language, Tamil work, Karunat. Got it? So here in ancient time has been called as a Karunadu. Karunadu means the land of black soil, and the ancient time called as a Karunat. Karunat means elevated plateau. This information providing in the Tamil literary book Shilappadikaram. Then see, it has been mentioned in Nrupatunga's grammatical work Kaviraja Marga. Got it? That Karnataka extended from the Kaveri river up to Godavari river. Kaveri river up to Godavari river. Once we can look at for our Karnataka state. Once we can look at for our Karnataka state. So here Godavari river. Here Kaveri river. So between there is a Karnataka. So Karnataka extended from Kaveri river up to Godavari. So this is Godavari and this is Kaveri. In between there is a Karnataka state. Between there is a Karnataka state. So this information providing by what it Amogavarsha Nrupatunga's one of the important grammatical literature book Kaviraja Marga. So this Kaviraja Marga providing in detail information about Karnataka extended between the rivers of Godavari and Kaveri. Northern part Godavari, southern part Kaveri. So this is Amogavarsha Nrupatunga's one of the important grammatical work Kaviraja Marga. One of the important grammatical work Kaviraja Marga. Then here mainly after the independence India was divided into many states. After the independence, got it? India was divided into many states. At present 28, but after the independence more than 562 princely states are there. More than 562 princely states are there. So in 1953, 9 southern districts which were till then under the rule of the Mysuru kings, so were brought together to form the Mysuru state. In the year of 1953, got it? 9 southern districts. So especially in the southern part, 9 districts under the control of Mysuru kings. In the year of 1953, southern part, properly understood dear students, in the year after the independence, in the year of 1953, especially in the southern part, Karnataka's, India's southern part, 9 districts under the control of Mysuru kings. That is why they formed one of the important state in the name of Mysuru. So that is a Mysuru state. That is a Mysuru state. This Mysuru state, especially in the year of 1953, 9 districts under the control of Mysuru kings. That is why they formed Mysuru state. Not in the year of 1953. In the year of 1956, November 1st, Vishala Mysuru state being came into existence. After, when the states were reorganized on linguistic basis, so then 1953, 9 districts under the control of Mysuru district, Mysuru kings. But after based on the languages, reorganizing, ಮತ್ತೆ ಒಟ್ಟುಗೂಡಿಸ್ತಾರೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಲಿಂಗ್ವಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಬೇಸಿಸ್ ಏರಿಯಾಸ್ ವಿತ್ ಕನ್ನಡ ಸ್ಪೀಕಿಂಗ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಇನ್ ಬಾಂಬೆ, ಹೈದರಾಬಾದ್, ಮೆಡ್ರಾಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕೊಡಗು ಪ್ರಾವಿನ್ಸಸ್ ವರ್ ಬ್ರಾಟ್ ಟುಗೆದರ್. ಫ್ಯೂ ಕನ್ನಡ ಸ್ಪೀಕಿಂಗ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಅವೈಲಬಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ಇನ್ ಬಾಂಬೆ ಏರಿಯಾ, few Kannada speaking people available for in Hyderabad, few Kannada speaking people available for in Madras and Kodagu. So then all this got it merged and brought together, join ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. So on the time November 1st 1956 the Vishala Mysuru state came into being. The Vishala Mysuru state, got it? So now Karnataka, but in the year of 1956 1st November, Karnataka has been called as a Vishala Mysuru state. So like this is a form of the Karnataka state. Then Vishala Mysuru state after renamed as Karnataka by D. Devaraj Aras. Next we have to look at that. See. So it is in fond commemoration of this event that Rajyostava is celebrated every year on 1st November. Fond, liking ಆ ಒಂದು ದಿನದ ಮಹತ್ವವನ್ನು ನಾವು ನೆನಪಿಸ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ಫಾಂಡ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಆ ಒಂದು ದಿನದ ಮಹತ್ವವನ್ನು ನಾವು ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ನವಂಬರ್ 1st ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಸೆಲೆಬ್ರೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಆಸ್ ದ ಕನ್ನಡ ರಾಜ್ಯೋತ್ಸವ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆನ್ ದಟ್ ಡೇ ವಿಶಾಲ ಮೈಸೂರು ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ ಕೇಮ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಲುಕ್ ಅಟ್ ರಾಜ್ಯೋತ್ಸವದ ಈ ಸಂಭ್ರಮ ಚಿರಕಾಲ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆ ಇರಲಿ. ಸಿರಿಗನ್ನಡಂ ಗೆಲ್ಗೆ, ಸಿರಿಗನ್ನಡಂ ಬಾಳ್ಗೆ. ಸೊ ರಿಮೆಂಬರಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ 1st November ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸೆಲೆಬ್ರೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ರಾಜ್ಯೋತ್ಸವ, ಕನ್ನಡ ರಾಜ್ಯೋತ್ಸವ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ 1973 in response to the wishes of Kannadigas, so most of the Kannadigas they demanding to the Karnataka government, got it? Mysore state not suitable to our state, so we have to change like, we have to change like. Our state was renamed as Karnataka. So in 1973, in response to the wishes of Kannadigas, our state was renamed as Kannadigas. So Chief Minister D. Devaraj Aras, Chief Minister D. Devaraj Aras, he renamed Vishala Mysuru state as Karnataka. So dear students, this is the back story of Karnataka. Origin the name of Karnataka. What we learned before. So that is in detail information about origin of our Karnataka state. Then geographical location, where mainly Karnataka located. See, Karnataka is one of the 28 states of India. So they are mentioning 29. Got it? Jammu and Kashmir, not now a state of our Indian country. Jammu and Kashmir, they removed, and Jammu and Ladakh. Jammu and Ladakh, these two also union territories. So except Jammu and Kashmir, now throughout the Indian country, 28 states are there. 28 states are there. So it is situated in the southern part of India. It is situated in the southern part of India, in the western central area of the peninsular region. Peninsular region. Then it extends from 11 degree 31 north to 18 degree 45 north latitude and 74 degree 12 east to 78 degree 40 east longitude. Look at here, dear students. Got it? Karnataka situated in the southern part. So dear student, so this is the southern part. Karnataka situated in the southern part in the western central area. So this is west. Here this is the central. So in this part Karnataka located. This is a peninsular region. Peninsular. What is the meaning of here peninsular? Three sides surrounded by land. Three sides surrounded by land. See, northern part land is there, eastern part land is there, southern part land is there. That is why this is a peninsula. But western side water. Peninsular, three side land and one side water. Peninsula, three side water and one side land. You should be keep in your mind this differentiation. So like it is situated in the southern part of the India, in the western central area of the peninsular region, and it extends from 11 degree 31 north to 18 degree 45 north latitude and 74 degree 12 east to 78 degree 40 east longitude. Look at the longitude and latitude lines. So like, look at there, you have to see. Got it? How to show now? See, 11 degree 31. So here to here begin 11 degree 31 and 18 degree 45. So this is the north latitude and 74 degree 12 east to, so this is 74 degree 12 east to 78 degree 40 east longitude. So like this is, so like here between these directions, so here Karnataka situated, Karnataka situated. So this is the extents of our Karnataka state. This is the extents of our Karnataka state. Once again, see that. You properly keep in your mind. Between that box, Karnataka situated. So that is, got it? 11 degree 31 north to 18 degree 45 north latitude, and 74 degree 12 east to 78 degree 40 east longitude. So this is the geographical location of our Karnataka state. Geographical location of our Karnataka state. Then its length is 750 kilometers. 750 kilometers. See, look at there. Mainly, I will show 700 north to south. So this is 750 kilometers from Aurad Taluk in the Bidar district in the northernmost tip of the state to Chamarajanagar district in the south. So here available for 750 kilometers is there. 750 kilometers is there. So this is the northern part and the south. The length, northernmost tip, it means tip means edge. Northernmost edge here, Bidar. So Aurad Taluk, Bidar. This is the northern edge or northernmost tip. Then south, this is the south. Got it? Here available for the Chamarajanagar district. So the total length of the Karnataka 750 kilometers from north to south. Northern edge Bidar, Aurad Taluk of Bidar. Southern edge Chamarajanagar district. Then its width, agala estide anta 400 kilometers. West to east. So this is west and this is east. So this is west to east. Here available for the 400 kilometers. Karwara in Uttara Kannada district. So this is Karwara in Uttara Kannada district. This is the western edge of our Karnataka state. Then what about for the east? Mulubagal Taluk in Kolar. So this is Mulubagal Taluk in Kolar. So here Karnataka consists of four important edges. Four important edges. The first one is northern part, what it? Bidar, especially Aurad Taluk. Southern part, Chamarajanagar district. This is the southern edge. Western edge, Karwar, Uttara Kannada district. Eastern edge, Kolar, Mulubagal district. So you should be keeping in your mind. Bidar, blue color is there, no? So that is the northern edge. Then south, west, east. North to south 750 kilometers and west to east 400 kilometers. Northern edge Bidar, southern edge Chamarajanagar, western edge Karwar and eastern edge Kolar. So like, you should be keeping in your mind. Karnataka state has both land and water frontiers. Already told, land border also is there and water border also is there. Got it? Look at here, I will show the land border and water border. So this is the water border, because here available for the Arabian Sea. Then land border between the Karnataka and Maharashtra, between the Karnataka and Telangana, and between the Andhra and Karnataka, between the Karnataka and Tamil Nadu, between the Karnataka and Kerala, and between the Karnataka and Goa. So this is the land border. Land border and water border also is there mainly. So that is Karnataka has both land and water frontiers too. The Arabian Sea in the west. The Arabian Sea in the western part there is a Arabian Sea. Western part. So this is the western part. Here available for the Arabian Sea. This is Arabian Sea. And states of Maharashtra in the north. So this is northern part available for the Maharashtra state, and Andhra Pradesh in the east. So this is Andhra Pradesh in the east, got it, and Tamil Nadu in the south and the southeast. So this is Tamil Nadu, south and southeast. Kerala in the southwest. So this is Kerala in the southwest. Goa in the northwest. So this is Goa in the northwest. So dear students, these are the neighboring states of our Karnataka. So here Telangana also is there. Recently Andhra Pradesh divided into two states. One is Navi Andhra Pradesh and another one is Telangana. So these are the very important neighboring states of our Karnataka. The shape of Karnataka resembles as cashew nut. So looking like a Karnataka looking like a cashew. So look at this picture. So like Karnataka, got it? Cashew. The shape. What is the shape of Karnataka? Means cashew nut. The shape of Karnataka. So this you should be keep in your mind. Karnataka consists of both on land, water frontiers, and some of the important neighboring states also is there. Then size of our Karnataka. See, Karnataka stretches over an area of 191,791 square kilometer. Got it? The total area of Karnataka 191,791 square kilometer. Got it? And it is the 8th largest state regarding to the area. So Karnataka receiving 8th largest. So apart from that, few biggest states are there. So like Uttar Pradesh is there, Madhya Pradesh is there, Rajasthan is there, Gujarat is there. So like, so area wise Karnataka receiving a 8th place. So India's 8th largest state with regarding to area. Which one? Karnataka. Then according to the 2011 census, according to the 2011 census, the census once takes place in 10 years. So 2011 census was over. Then in this year 2021 has been conducting for the census. So 2011, according to the 2011, good, 9th position with population wise. Population wise 9th position. So area wise 8th largest state, population wise 9th place has been receiving for the Karnataka according to the 2011 census. And Karnataka occupies 5.83 of India's geographical area. What it? Here the total area of India 191,791 square kilometer. That converted into percentage, so it has been shown 5.83 of India's geographical area. So this you should be keep in your mind. At present 30 districts in our Karnataka state. At present 30 districts. So where all belongs to the Chikkaballapura district. So at present there are 30 districts in our Karnataka state, and these districts consist compromise means, so the comprises means consist of, divided into 176 taluks. 30 districts are divided into 176 taluks. Then that 176 taluks divided into 747 hobalis. Then that 747 hobalis, then after 347 towns are there, 27,481 villages are there. So possible to asking for few MCQ and 1 mark questions. Got it? Number of districts in our Karnataka 30, number of taluks 176, number of hobalis 747, number of towns 347, number of villages 27,481. So Belagavi is the largest in size. So throughout the Karnataka, Belagavi is the largest district and Bengaluru urban is the smallest district. Look at here. This is Belagavi. Got it? And this is Bengaluru urban. So here consists of Belagavi is the largest district and Bengaluru urban is the smallest district in our Karnataka state. And Bengaluru is the capital of Karnataka. Which is the capital of Karnataka means Bangalore. Bangalore is the capital of Karnataka, and the administration purpose. And the administration purpose, Karnataka divided into 4 parts in the convenience of the administration. Got it? Convenience of the administration purpose, Karnataka divided into 4 parts. In our BGS school, in the convenience of the administration purpose, there is a LPS, HPS, high school, college wing. So like here throughout the Karnataka, administration purpose, make easy of administration purpose, Karnataka divided into 4 administrative divisions. So they are Bangalore, and another one is Mysore, Belagavi, and Kalaburgi. Got it? So these are the 4 administrative divisions. So this is Bangalore, got it? And Mysuru, Belagavi, Kalaburgi. So these are the divisions. One is Bangalore division, another one is Mysore division, another one is Belagavi, then last one Kalaburgi. These are the 4 administrative divisions of our Karnataka state. Got it? So students, so like Karnataka has its own greatness and its own heritage and its own richness. Got it? In this way, we can understand in detail information about our Karnataka state. So dear students, this is the lesson, our Karnataka state, our state Karnataka. Got it? So like Karnataka playing very important role among the 28 states of our Indian country. This is Chandrasekhar, social science teacher, BGS Public School, Shitlaghatta. Thank you. Have a nice day.